US is acting not against an adversary but against an ally, and that this is a betrayal of a long-term friendship. That's the sentiment in Canada as it faces a 25% tariff that has been announced by US President Donald Trump against the country. Donald Trump's argument has been that this will be in response to the movement of illegal migrants and fentanyl from its northern border. But data suggests that the problem from the Canadian side is only 1% or a fraction of the problem that the US faces, especially from its southern border with Mexico, and that clubbing together both the countries in this tariff punishment is unfair for Canada. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has said that the response in a situation of this nature will be rapid and robust from the Canadian side and could also mean a dollar-for-dollar tariff against the United States. But experts are worried that this response from the Canadian side could lead to an all-out trade war between the two neighbours. So what does Canada do in a situation of this nature? Many believe that Canada has leverage, and the leverage comes in two sectors: critical minerals and energy. Let's talk about energy because that leads the pack. Last year, Canada exported $170 billion worth of energy to the United States, which was 1/3 of its entire exports. Meanwhile, much of Canadian crude is refined in the US, which means that US refineries are designed to refine Canadian crude specifically, which would mean it would not be easy for the US as well to move away instantly from Canadian energy, and that it could lead to a fallout on the US consumers, resulting in a 30 to 70 cent increase in gasoline prices for US consumers as per a TD report. However, if Alberta, that is the province of Alberta, is not on board in this response, it will be hard for the federal government in Canada to retaliate with any tariff related to the energy sector. This is because the federal government needs to have the provinces on board as well for its response, or a robust response against the United States. So what will this current situation mean for Canada? Many experts believe that even a fraction of the tariffs, that is even 10% of the tariffs, could shave off the Canadian GDP and in fact hurt its economy badly, which would in turn mean a lowered level of prosperity for the people of Canada, who have already rather been suffering because of the food inflation and the housing crisis, which has only just eased, and they can ill afford a situation of this nature. So in the days and the weeks to come, it will be known as to how the two sides are finally looking at these tariffs and whether they are able to negotiate through this process, or whether it would lead to an uncomfortable situation between the two countries that have been friends so long.